Good evening and welcome to episode 61. As always, we will start with our gratitude attitude. So, if you would please gently close your eyes. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, relax your body. Take another deep breath. As you exhale, let all your tension melt away. Take one more deep breath. This time, completely let yourself go. Now, think of one thing that happened in the past week which you are thankful for. Once you have identified that, think about why you are thankful. And now let's set it free. If you are by yourself, say it out loud what you are thankful for and why. If you are with someone, tell it to each other. All right. So we talked at length in the past about anxiety and how to avoid that. Today, I thought we'll take a look at one of the causes of anxiety: uncertainty. If we embrace uncertainty, it can be a beautiful thing. It opens up so many possibilities. So let's dig in. Let's face it, there is comfort in certainty, right? We as human beings love routines. It gives us this sense of security. You see, our brains have a bias against change. Change means things can get worse. It could get better, but there is a possibility that it could get worse. This means there is a possibility of painful experience. No matter how small that possibility might be, from the caveman days, we have wired our brains to avoid pain at all costs. That means, regardless of the potential for upside, your brain will try to avoid the uncertainty. When we start living by avoiding uncertainty, we tend to isolate ourselves from the world, right? And that creates its own set of problems. Sometimes people get into this negative feedback loop and create mental health issues for themselves. I'm sure you know someone in your life who hates their job, absolutely hate it. They have told you that in that many words. Man, I don't like to go to work. It's a drag, right? I heard that before. And they've been complaining about this for years. However, they feel that a change of job is uncertain and would not pull the trigger. For them, it's a choice between the devil you know versus the unknown. If they develop the courage to embrace the uncertainty, they may find there indeed are greener pastures on the other side. There are a number of things we need to adopt in order to embrace uncertainty. First thing is to realize that there is no such thing as a certainty. I think we talked about this before. We did an episode on this, that only constant in life is change, right? Similarly, the only thing certain in life is uncertainty. The sooner we accept this, the better we will be. I was doing some research writing about this episode, and I came across a book by a lady named Susan Jeffers called Embracing Uncertainty. So I liked it enough that I ordered the book. I just got it yesterday. And the first chapter, she says, convince yourself first thing that you don't control the world. You don't control anything. You must, in superficially we know, but deep down, we must convince ourselves of that. So I was recently talking to a retail day trader. Okay. Quite possibly he's the most successful retail day trader in history. On occasion, the guy had days better than Goldman Sachs. So I asked him, I said, what he thought made him successful when 95% of the people who try end up failing. He told me something very interesting. He said he never goes into a day expecting something from the market. He said, I'm here for what the market has to offer. I don't hope for the market to go one way or another. So look, think about it. This is the guy who has truly embraced uncertainty, right? Whatever comes my way, I will make work. So you see, when we stop hoping for things, we are embracing uncertainty. And it leads us to become excited about possibilities. When you don't know what is coming and have embraced it, all of a sudden you have a kid's curious mind. You are now wondering what will happen instead of hoping for a particular outcome. Embracing uncertainty also allows us to learn more about the fear within. It allows us to learn about who we really are. But embracing uncertainty and thriving in uncertainty is not a quick thing. It happens over time. It actually is a process where we learn how to avoid judging ourselves. So when we embrace uncertainty, we are accepting the fact that we don't have all the answers. And that's the key. But once we accept that fact, it is such a liberating feeling. It also helps us to ask questions and find answers, better ways to do things. We tend to throw a wider net when we know we don't have the answers, right? If we think this is the answer, we're not going to look for any other potential possibility. That means our focus is narrow, our brain is narrow. This actually broadens our horizons. So I strongly encourage you to embrace uncertainty. You will be amazed by the change for the better. It's a long process, but it's worth starting. Again, check out this book I just started reading, Embracing Uncertainty by Susan Jeffers. Um, it's an old book, 30-year-old book, but very well written in my opinion so far. So check it out. All right. So in today's meditation, we'll first settle down in our hearts as always. Then let's try to imagine that our mind is this vast, bright, sunny sky, and our thoughts are clouds that come and go. And you will have thoughts, right? We'll observe these thoughts that may come and disappear in this vast empty sky. Our job is to just observe it without giving them any attention, without chasing them. If we just acknowledge the thought or observe the thought, it will disappear itself. If you do find yourself chasing a thought, and moment you realize, just come back, take a couple of deep breaths again, and then start observing. And then we'll just observe the empty like nature of space. Eventually the thoughts will go away. And it's just empty space. And that's the idea. That's what we are shooting for. So if you are ready, let's begin. Please get into your meditation posture in a cross-legged position if you can. If you are on a chair, just make sure your legs are straight. Keep your back straight, shoulders leveled. Gently close your eyes. Keep your mouth just a little bit open. That way, any tension you may have in your jaws will disappear. Put your palms in your lap, right over left, thumbs gently touching each other. Now, take a deep breath. As you exhale, relax all your muscles. Take another deep breath. As you exhale, let yourself go. Completely relaxed state. Bring your attention to the sensation of your breath at your nostrils. Feel the cool air as you breathe in. Feel slightly warmer air as you breathe out. Keep your focus on the sensation of your breath for about a minute or so on your own. Now, bring your focus at your heart. Imagine everything that happened before this moment melts into light and disappears. Things that have not yet happened are not real anyway. So it's just this moment. Enjoy the peace that this moment brings. Let this peaceful moment bring the next peaceful moment. There's nothing to do. nowhere to go. Just enjoy. Now, imagine your mind is this vast empty sky, like deep blue sky on a clear day. There is not a cloud in the sky. Bright, sunny, deep blue sky. Your thoughts are like the clouds in the sky. If you watch the clouds, they come and then go. So if a thought arises in your mind, just watch it, observe it, and it will disappear. As soon as it disappears, a new thought may pop up. Again, just watch it, and it will disappear. If you find yourself chasing your thought, please come back. Go back to your breathing. Focus on the sensation of your breath for about 10 breaths. And then just observe your mind. If a thought arises, just watch it, acknowledge it, and it will disappear. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. Any questions?
No questions, but the topic today is very apt for the current times.
Yeah, isn't it? You know, you make plans and you think I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. And
Yeah.
then,
Also, the anxiety it's giving people because they just cannot cope up with uncertainty.
absolutely, more people are depressed today than ever were in America. More
Yeah.
people have anxiety than we ever had. Uh, Everybody has started, developing anxiety. It's not easy. It's not easy, and there are probably every one person who is diagnosed with this, at least 10 other people who are just dealing with it themselves, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. There are a lot of people who are just in denial. They just don't get it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they just don't know what's happening to them. They are all,
Yeah.
upset and frustrated all the time. But that's unfortunate, and that's why hopefully, we can all learn from it. I remember it's funniest thing. Just when COVID started, uh, we were in Vietnam and Southeast Asia for about 7 country visit, and then coming back, actually not coming, while in Cambodia we met some couple and they're like, "Oh, we're going to Greece." I said, "Let's make a plan." So we had all these plans to go to Greece and Turkey and Israel and Egypt and the whole 6 country trade in last year summer. And that's what goes to say that it's just uncertainty. We just have to deal with it. So, all right, I'm going to stop recording.